What in the world have I done to these cats? What are they doing? What is this? Well, you see, this is a Minecraft video in which I'll be going on ahead and using spells from the Mahou Tsukai mod. Just like the last one, I'm kinda using the spells in the order of which I actually understand them. So, by the end of this little series I'm doing with the Mahou Tsukai mod, the last couple of videos are just gonna be a mess because I don't understand the spells there. But besides the point, let's go with the first spell, which is Proximity Projection. And the test dummies for this set of spells we have today are Snow Leopards. Okay, so first things first, Snow Leopard. Someone new here? There we go. Why do you have so much health? Oh, that's the amount of Mahou I have. Okay, I thought that Snow Leopard had that much health. Yeah, it has 30 health. Okay, so the keys of Proximity Projection. The obviously enough cool thing about them is obviously enough. First, the spell you can just there we go. You got to set up them, and they have 6 damage, 2 knockback. But the fun thing about them is that I don't know how far you can actually teleport from, but obviously enough, from this distance, you right click and you do the damage. Wait, don't you fight back? You totally fight back, I knew it. And yeah, considering it has knockback, it is kind of broken, especially in an icy area. It does have absolutely horrendous durability, but hey, it is a spell after all. So yeah, just pretty much one of the best weapons for hit and run tactics. Your enemy can't do literally anything. And it seems like the limit is quite amazing. Wow, it's still... Yeah, I actually still see it. Okay. Yeah, wow, okay, I mean, I don't think you're ever gonna need better... Yeah, just... I think it is as good as it gets when it comes to distance. It is a very straightforward thing, but I personally really do enjoy it. Also, I assume it probably does work. Oh, I don't know what I hit there. But I suppose that is all there is when it comes to these. I don't believe they have any special abilities. Let me just press some random buttons just in case I'm wrong. Okay, no. Okay, it's not activating anything, so... Yeah, it doesn't have any special abilities other than what I just showed you. But still, quite an amazing weapon. I personally really enjoy it. Now, if I can only find where in the world did they leave the area in which I've set up everything. Oh, it totally works underwater. Wait. Yeah, it does. There we go. I'm back to where I was meant to be. Now, the next thing I have... Oh. Anyway, the next thing we have here. I suppose let's go with the Scroll of Weapon Projectiles. And it does work with different mods. It is very compatible with different mods. So what this one does, it simply gives you a bow. A simple ordinary bow. However, it has the epic ability to shoot out any weapon you have. Just as I demonstrated. Obviously enough, I have a barrier here, and yes, it just shot a diamond or Neptunium fishing rod. But obviously, if I said we're gonna be having these guys as the test dummies for the video, so let me just show you. Yeah, does 2 damage. Whoa. Wait, can you move for the barrier? No, I don't think you can. Wow, that does 20 damage. So yeah, depending on which weapon you're using, it does a different amount of damage. Obviously enough, the unfortunate thing about that is the fact that you need to be picking up the weapons after you use them. Normal mode, projection mode. What? Also, it cannot shoot the golden rapier. That is an interesting thing, considering it shot perfectly fine the netherite ancient sword. And also it can shoot a shears, but it can't shoot a saber? I feel like that's just the perfect thing, but obviously I guess this is from an entirely different mod, so maybe it's just not perfectly compatible. I am curious though, normal mode, let me just check. Oh yeah, I forgot there was so many of these guys here. Oh, they're fighting each other, that's fun. Yeah. Oh yeah, it does 20 damage. So obviously, depending on what tool you use, you do different sets of damage. If you use something like a fishing rod or shears, it just does 2 damage no matter what. Anyhow, at least the version I'm using. So does the normal mode work? Yeah, the normal mode works just like the other one. I wonder what's the deal with the normal mode then. What is the difference between them? But yeah, in the normal mode it can literally shoot every single projectile, or rather every single type of tool you have, like the Sword of Cthulhu. Which I don't know where I even shot it. Okay, let me just pick this back up. Yep, these guys are gonna try to assault me. Okay, go back in here. And now shoot this again. Okay, wrong thing. Wrong thing. There we go, the Sword of Cthulhu. It did 26 damage. So yeah, once again, the damage that you deal is dependent on the weapon you shoot from the bow. It is honestly as straightforward as it comes. It has another property which I will not mention, totally not because I actually couldn't figure it out and I wasted a lot of my time, but hey, besides the point, let's move on to some of the other weapons that I probably will not understand as well as I would like. And yeah, once again, these are the weapons that I actually do have an idea of how I'm using. So, reality marble? Oh no, this one is the end. This is the end of the video if I can use it properly. And the treasury projection too, so I guess the Reaper. Or rather the Scroll of Concealment. So, what this one does, it's actually super straightforward, just like every single one of these, super straightforward. You do it, and you receive the Reapers, which do give you certain things like speed, and obviously for 7 damage, 3.5, yeah, it just says, there we go, these are all the stats you need to know. But, the thing about them is, you need to have one in the offhand, and one in your other hand in order to take full advantage of their abilities. At least I believe so. But yeah, point is, they do have a couple of small abilities except the fact that they make you faster and stuff. Obviously enough, you can... Oh, I can target it with something, I wonder what that is. So, first thing is, obviously enough, you can do damage. If you use one of the daggers, you can cause a mist. Like, oh, you can become invisible in the mist on top of the fact that you cause it. So that is actually a pretty cool thing. You're completely invisible in this mist. So, one attack of the Reaper just does damage, the other gives you permanent invisibility as long as the cloud lasts. Obviously, if I think the cloud is not permanent, I'm not certain how long it lasts exactly though. I don't think it lasts more than a minute though, something of that matter. Now, when it comes to other abilities, it can also... Yeah, there we go, it disappeared. It doesn't last that long. Yeah, let's just cause the mist again. I'm curious whether this works on mobs. Obviously, if against a player, this is completely broken, because as you see, I have armor and I'm still completely invisible. But once I go ahead and strike with this... Okay, yeah, it does. Obviously, it does see me. So sadly enough, it doesn't make you invisible to mobs. But against a player, it will be quite epic. Regardless, that is, from what I know, pretty much everything there is to know except to the Reaper daggers. And obviously if you remove one and you have only one dagger, you can't really do much. Obviously you can still activate this, but what's the point of using only one when the spell gives you two? But a lot of buts. That's pretty much all there is when it comes to the Reapers, or once again, everything that I'm aware of it. This mod is quite giant, and each thing has a lot of utility and interesting effects to it. In all likelihood, I could be missing a fact or two about it. Feel free to play with the mod yourself to understand it better. But you do need to read if you actually want to know what you're doing. Besides the point, let's move to the ones that I personally find most entertaining. The Reality Marble and the Treasury Projection Gauntlet. So, Treasury Projection Gauntlet. This one is super entertaining. Let me just... Yeah, there we go. It's this simple gauntlet. As you see, it has the simple effect that it shoots everything, just like the bow, that you've ever picked up. Every single weapon ever, in the entirety of your life. So if you, for example, pick something like this cool sword from this mod that does 31 damage, and Cthulhu's Hand, then some of the weapons that are going to be appearing from that are exactly I mean, yeah, just there they are. They do have all the same effects of the swords, so pretty much what you need to do is go on ahead, craft the most broken blades that there possibly are, and also shears, because there we go, it showed shears as well, and straight up obliterate everything. Obviously, if you cannot pick up the blades that you're shooting from the treasury gauntlet, but still, I think it is overpowered enough as it is. Let's try it out on, I mean, I don't know why I'm trying it on a snow leopard, obviously we're just gonna butcher it. Also, another cool thing about it, I don't believe there is any friendly fire with this, so you can spam it as much as you like. And there we go, actually just demonstrated it. When it was about to hit me, it just teleports me away. Truly epic, truly is. And yeah, just the fact that this keeps every single effect and of the swords that it shoots, and just general weapons overall. It does the same with axes, obviously with the shears. I believe every tool ever, just it uses it, the treasury projection gauntlet. Absolutely amazing. But that's not all. It has different modes, like the chain mode. And this is where I kind of struggle with understanding some things. So, chain mode. Oh wow, it actually works, it creates chains. Now this one obviously, does actually not deal with friendly fire. But pretty much you create chains that constantly do damage. If you use this in a closed area, it is actually quite broken for an obvious reason. That obviously they won't be able to do anything except just take damage from it. And I guess if they are lucky enough, they can, oh my goodness, yeah, just, oh there we go. But yeah, if they are lucky enough, they can technically wiggle their wear out of it. You can just go ahead and trap them with the chains, like I've just trapped this evil tiger, and spam them again and again, and it bugs me a little, but hey, obviously that saber-tooth tiger is going to be no more, mostly because he's an idiot and just doesn't want to go around. But hey, the last effect, the AoE mode. Wait, I think I used the AoE mode, right? I think I did. Oh no, wait, isn't this targeted? I think this is targeted. Yeah, this is definitely the targeted mode, where it's just a constant stream of all the weapons. Come on, just look at that. The Mahou Tsukai mode is absolutely phenomenal. Just, I absolutely adore that. If you have it in conjunction with other insanely broken mods that have amazing weapons, it can get absolutely insane. Yeah, just absolutely adore it. Overall though, I think that there is only one more thing that I intend on showing, at least when it comes to this video. And I hope it works, because in theory it is actually super cool. So, the Scroll of Reality Marble. There is a reason why I kept this one for last, just like the Treasury Gauntlet. If it does work, it's going to be truly intriguing. Please work. You need to target a creature, and then you get into this dimension. You're just in a dimension with infinite swords, which you can pick up and use to fight your enemy. Normally the purpose of the spell is that you target something that's insanely powerful, you get into this dimension, and then you pick up swords infinitely and just stab the thing you're fighting. Obviously, some of the swords are much stronger than others, like this one, the actually has sharpness 2. I still think the Gauntlet is cooler in general, but it's cooler mostly due to the fact that it's simply stronger. However, if the Reality Marble actually functioned in a similar way to the Gauntlet, where it used the swords which you actually have picked up throughout your playthrough, that would have made it so much cooler. Not that this isn't cool enough, it pretty much puts you in a dimension with your enemy where the only way to get out is to kill that enemy with an infinite amount of swords. Why is it shooting only shears? What's happening? Hello? What's up with the shears? Why only shears? I was quite disappointed. Okay, yeah, the chains. Oh, I definitely stopped the chains. Okay, yeah, alright. Targeted mode, come on, where? Alright, AoE mode. Where are the epic weapons, if you wouldn't mind? Oh, wow. I don't know what happened, but for some reason now I'm shooting only shears. And also, what in the world have I done to these cats? What are they doing? What is this? How did I end this video in this way? What even is happening? Why are they doing what they're doing? I mean, I think I hope you had fun with this video. There is a video there, subscribe to my channel there. And bye. Yeah. I just don't